welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing CF Pachuca 1, CF Monterrey 2, 1-2, Pachuca contra Monterrey in La Liga MX Clausura Jornada 11. Game was crazy. They set FIFA to bangers only is what they did today. 3 bangers, 2 for Monterrey, 1 for Pachuca. And that's what this game is decided on. First off, Marino Hinestroza opens the scoring. 3rd minute for Pachuca. Ball cross to Hinestroza. He slips as the ball is coming to him. He stands up, gets to the ball, winds up for a shot, takes it right before he gets cut off, and bangs it into the near post. Past Andrada to make it 1-0. 1-0. Beautiful goal. Golazo Hinestroza. And Pachuca has the early lead. But then, in the 18th minute, Jesus Gallardo takes a shot at the top of the box, curls it into the net, past Ustadi. A beautiful goal, also a golazo in the 18th minute to make it 1-1. 1-1, and that's the way we go into halftime. 1-1, 1-1 between Pachuca and Monterrey. Tuzos contra Rayados. Then in the 53rd minute, you got your winning goal from Jordi Cortizo to make it 1-2 on the night. 2-1, Rayados. Cortizo with a banger as well. Beautiful goal, beautiful shot, out of nowhere. Smacks it in past Ustadi. Another golazo, 3 bangers on the night. And hell, we could add a 4th from Pachuca as well. A couple of free kicks. Didn't find their way in, but it is what it is. Match ends 1-2, 2-1 to Rayados. Stats are as follows: 17 shots to 13, 5 shots on goal to 5, 58% possession to 42% possession, 533 passes to 395 passes, 83% pass accuracy to 76% pass accuracy, 6 fouls to 12, 1 offside to 0, 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, and 4 corners to 1. For me tonight, I gotta say, I believe both teams were damn good. Like, this game should have ended in a 2-2 draw. Bangers only, tight game. Nobody really had an upper hand, so to speak. You had Pachuca playing a really good game at home. And then you had Monterrey scoring 2 bangers against the run of play on the road. It should have been a draw. Of course, Monterrey is the super leader of Liga MX right now. This is true. But Pachuca's a damn good team right now, and I definitely have them favored to pull a bicampeonato and the second bicampeonato in Liga MX in 2 seasons, of course, 2 different teams. But I believe that Pachuca could win a bicampeonato. I do believe it, and I still think they can. The way they played, a draw was more fair. I think the loss was a bit unfair. I think one of those free kicks should have went in. There were some chances that they really pissed away that could have easily made that free kick a possible winning free kick instead of a drawing free kick. Especially that one where they had the ball at the top of the box, in the box, and then they passed it back and pissed it away, and then it got stolen for the idiocy that they pulled, and they should have had 2 on them for their mistakes, given 2 for their mistakes, and been down by 2 because of it, but they weren't. They got lucky there, got cleared out and dealt with. But for me personally, it makes me sort of mad. You know, it makes me sort of mad that Pachuca didn't play to their potential, or as in they couldn't get the early drawing goal to get a leading goal later. They honestly should have won this game. I still think Pachuca was the better team slightly. Personally, in this game, I thought Pachuca was still slightly the better team. And in the end, it still did not go their way. They screwed it up. They didn't do enough. And that's exactly what put them in a bad position. They didn't do enough on the day. They didn't do enough on the night to get the win. And that's what makes me mad. Because personally, and it looks like they played a full 11. They played a full 11. And they got CCL coming up next week against Motagua. at Estadio Hidalgo as well. They play their next game at home as well. And you look at that and you're like, you know, they should be able to handle this. And I still think they can win against Motagua 3-0. I still think they do, personally. But this game should have been a win as well for Pachuca. Yes, Rayados played well. Rayados did good enough to win. And they deserve it as well. They played a good game. And Rayados, they were tough. Like, they deserve it on their own as well. Like, it's not just both teams. One team deserves to win, but the other doesn't. They both deserve to win. But I think Pachuca was the better team slightly on the night. It was a very tight game, and there was some tight margins that decided this match. Again, that's why it was 3 bangers. It was bangers only. And it could have been some more. But you look at the football and you're like, man, Pachuca should have done better. And I agree. Monterrey, they sort of stole that win, but not really, but they sort of did. And it makes you want to question what Pachuca's motives were tonight, because they played a full team. They didn't rotate heavily. I mean, lightly, of course, and you had more moves. Chicho Arango looks like he's a bench player right now for them. If they started him, there's your rotation, because he played off the bench in the CCL as well. And I like Chicho Arango. I think he's a very good player, a very good striker, and he could be a golden boot in Mexico as easy as he almost was a golden boot in the USA, in MLS. So there was no rotation. None. So you look at the football then, and you're like, damn. They either got stymied or they just didn't give enough. But they looked like the better team, so I guess it's a case of they didn't give enough. Monterrey did enough. They gave more, as in they wanted this game more. Simple as Monterrey wanted this game more. And they did enough to get it compared to what Pachuca did. Pachuca didn't give enough. Monterrey did. Even if Pachuca were the better team on the night. Just barely. This was so tight of a game. You have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to play the best you could play. And I guess Pachuca's sights were sort of set on CCL in Motagua later this week, or upcoming week. Well, this week, I mean, it's almost Monday, so where I'm recording this. So, yeah, fair enough, this week. You look at the football and you're like, maybe, it makes sense, but I think you want better. If you're Pachuca, you want better. You shouldn't just look at the CCL. You should look at both. You need both. You would have been second in the table had you won, and you had the early lead. But them's the breaks. You better win this midweek. You better win the CCL game, because you have to. Outright win. There you go. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you on Tuesday for CCL Live and RSR. I think the live is Philly versus Alianza, or 2 lives actually. Philly, Alianza, and is it Tigres Orlando? I think the second one is Tigres Orlando, but I'll have to get back to you on that. You'll see which ones. You'll see which ones are Tuesday. Austin's also playing at 7, so I might as well just do a double at the same time, like under the name Philly versus Alianza, but I'll keep an eye on Austin and Violette. And then I think it is Tigres Orlando. Yeah, I think it is Tigres Orlando, the late game that Tuesday. So I'll see you then. So one live for Philly, Alianza, and then live for Tigres Orlando and RSR. And that Philly Alianza will probably be just a double anyway. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. See you Tuesday. Have a good Monday. And see you soon. Peace.